To me, a fight is not a fight until there's resistance, until there's something to overcome. Something to overcome.
Look, had all that here's all. It's so many things. Look, it's so many things. It's so many things. Head's too high. Stance is wrong. Hair's too low. Just having like so many things. I couldn't even turn these boys into a fight. It would take me forever. You have to correct this mistake, then get him where he's getting used to that, to change something else. Anyone that's a boxing trainer knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's so many holes in this boat, you just gotta let the boat sink. Look at this.
You become strong when you know that you did those weak things and you know that's really you, and you got a guy across from you that doesn't give a shit about how hard you punch. You're gonna have to make him a believer by doing it. And doing it in a difficult place because he's gonna make it difficult.
It's comical. This is comical to me, man.
You know, sometimes we say that the ring is the chamber of truth. It is. Because just like in other places in life too, when the moment comes for those kind of serious things, you have to know that you're it.
I just want to show you that when I talk about the talent level, the reason why the kids can't fight these days because they're not learning from old pros like me. They're learning from jackasses like that earlier gym I showed you. That's why you got guys that are coming around, kids coming around now that have no skills, none. And knowing even the kids when I was growing up, even the kids on the street that wasn't going to the boxing gym could do a decent left right hook. These are just regular people that was down the street. We all knew how to fight. These kids don't know how to fight at all. Look. I don't got to say it. All I got to do is show you. Watch.
Go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at this mess. When you look at this, oh, my Lord have mercy. Watch it. I can't even watch it anymore. I can't even watch it. It's ridiculous.
Well, they give me answers, but they weren't accurate. And I tell them there's no difference between a hero and a coward at all and how they feel. But it's what they do that makes the difference. That's what makes the difference between a hero and a coward. Now, the people who watch you do what you do judge you on what you do, not how you feel.
You say that you're the conqueror, you're Alexander the Great, you're all those things, right? But when the moment comes and you didn't intimidate the guy, that didn't work. You have to believe that you're really that guy.
And you will be able to tell from an eye test if the coaches that are working with the members really know what they're talking about. You'll be able to tell from an eye test. That's
same way I can tell from an eye test, buddy. I can tell from an eye test right now.
People
that you don't know a damn thing about boxing.
Gym, so they...
Yo, hey, what's going on with y'all? I'm just trying to see something real quick. I don't mean to interrupt y'all or nothing, but I'm trying to see who in this boxing ring can beat my ass. Anybody here? Nobody? Can anybody in here beat my ass? What's up?
Yep, this is what boxing is going through.
What's going on?
Amateur boxing means different things to different people. Some kids get into amateur boxing because of the fact that they can participate in something being physically small, that they couldn't compete on a major level because with other sports because they're physically small.
Yep, this is what boxing is coming to. Just random YouTube nonsense like this. And they're up there just walking in the gyms at random. And I'm more mad at the guy, whoever this jackass is that runs the gym. I'm like, just look at it. Well, hold up, I'll show you. Just watch. This jackass just wants touch for his gym or whatever. This is what's wrong with boxing. Shut up, fat man. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. This is who you are, and your gym is a... Hold up, let me just shut this guy up. Shut your mouth. Listen, you and your gym... This is what's wrong with boxing. This shouldn't be happening, and I don't care. And you can say whatever you want. See the video. Everyone knows I can touch with me, brother, if you got something you want to say. This is foolishness. It's nothing but foolishness. This is why you got Jake Pauls and all that kind of junk in boxing, because when no one's looking at this foolishness that's happening behind the scenes, this stuff never happened back in the day. There wasn't no walking in gyms and spar. And look at the talent level. You wonder why the talent level is where it is now.
Be in YouTube.
There you go.
And you want to fight, follow this channel.
Yeah, just want to like. See, this is what's wrong with boxing. See, this is what's wrong with boxing. This is what's wrong with boxing. People don't care about tradition. You would never be able to go into a boxing gym. None of the ones I grew up in the 70s, early 70s and 80s. This would never happen. But now we're in the YouTube age where even Jim, I would assume he's a gym owner. He's one doing the talking. Just let kids come in at random and spar. There's other things to worry about too. Insurance stuff, someone gets hurt. But they don't care about none of that stuff. All they care about is YouTube views and all that kind of crap.
Challenging people to fight. And he get it up with anybody.
Why you trying to set me up like that? Why you had to give me that introduction like that?
And this kid is supposed to be one of the professionals. Again, but they're professional fighters. That's the title. So this kid is him in the next one, you'll see.
I already know you can fight.
Hey, how much did dude weigh, bro?
Round 1. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. this professional. Isn't he checking? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this mess. This was wrong with this is what's wrong with boxing. This is the type of foolishness that goes on all over the country. All over the country. People, amateurs, it's just ridiculous. Again, I'm going to show you a real amateur fighter. Because we don't even talk about pros. They're calling these professional fighters. Evidently, the kid in the yellow is supposed to be a professional fighter. I don't know where he's professional at. But anyway, he's supposed to be a professional fighter. I'm gonna show you some amateur fight after this, just so you can see what a real amateur. I don't even got to show pros. I'll show you what a real amateur fighter is. Now these kids are real amateur fighters. Actually, this is a video by a channel called JoJo the Boxer, who's a good kid. This is actually the Nationals, 2022 Nationals, where Jojo Awenangwa Jr. defeated David Lona. This is the U.S. Boxing Nationals in 2022. These are real boxing amateurs. These are not even pros, but you can see the marked difference in the in them kids. Actually, one of the kids earlier I showed that said they was professionals. Obviously, you can see they wasn't professionals, and it was in that gym, by the way. But you can see the marked difference in the skill level of these kids who are true amateur boxers, all right, and the kids that do the street in the gym, the street kids. I guess just trying to get views, whatever. I get it, whatever. You can do your thing, but don't pat yourself off as a fighter or even an amateur fighter. These guys right here, boys, are real amateur fighters. Just watch the difference in the punches. See that? See how they quick the right hand, and the right hand comes right back to his chin. See that? He's not backing away while he's trying to punch. He's not backing away at the same time he's trying to punch. See, the thing. Let me tell you something, boys. The only thing it is it's not. I'm gonna call it cowardice. I'm gonna call it fear. Whenever you see these kids throwing and punching and running away at the same time, that's fear. They haven't got over the fear of getting hit. They don't want to get hit. Let me tell you something, boys. In boxing, you're gonna get hit. So either get over your fear, bite down on your mouthpiece, and say, all right, I'm throwing mine. Okay, I'm gonna throw my punch. All right, if I get hit, whatever. And then once you get over that fear, you can start developing your skills. You're not going to be an effective fighter until you get over your fear of getting punched, which means all that running away and punching at the same time, get out of boxing. Not much action, but you can clearly see the difference in skill level. The difference in skill level from what I was showing you guys earlier. Even them so-called pros in that other gym, these kids will mop them up in 30 seconds. Well, there you go. All right, here's the other so-called professional. The one in the black. Slapping with the punches. lead uppercut, never do it. Like, there's all kinds of crazy stuff. But this kid evidently is the best in the gym. The one in the black. He's the best in the gym. I guess he's another pro in the gym.
Some method most people. See, I don't try to teach immediately. I try to talk to them, make them receptive to what I'm going to say, because unless I have their attention, my words will bounce off them like water off a window pane. So I had to first talk and talk and talk and get friendly and try to get his confidence.
Now, I ain't used to running around outside. I'm used to running on treadmill. So
now right there, there's a big difference. And I like this guy, by the way, because he actually tells the truth. That he lets these nerds know that, and I'm not calling him a nerd necessarily, I'm just saying he lets the nerds know that boxing is different. It's something special. It's not for everybody. You know, just the point that he's talking about running on the treadmill. Man, we ran on streets, hard streets, with ankle weights on when I was a kid. Going back to way back, 79, 78. So he lets these kids know that boxing is you keep listening to him, you'll see that he plainly points out the difference between why everybody thinking they could be a boxer now. You know what I mean? The name of his video is a gamer goes to a boxing gym for the first time. So he's telling you. That's why I like this kid. At least he's telling the truth. And you know what I mean? He's doing it with his own little spin on it. You know, like, I ain't no bitch. But, you know, that kind of stuff. But I'm with him on this.
Oh, you know how that goes. It's a little different. We outside. What's up, Nick? Bro, look. So we run around. Now, mind you, I'm running with a group. So I can't be a pussy. I'm trying not to fall back too far. So I gotta, I ain't about to be last. I ain't even gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. I was second to last. I was trying to keep it at my own pace. I was tired. You motherfuckers been working out for a while, okay? I'm very fast, but it wasn't about speed. It was like these motherfuckers in shape. What's up, Dan?
That's right. Boxers got to fight for half an hour straight. You know what I mean? You throw 200 punches around for a half an hour. You have to be in supreme boxing shape. That's why every other sport traditionally uses the boxing workout. Now, recently, a lot of pro football players doing boxing workouts. Basketball players doing boxing workouts. A lot of other pro sports are coming to do the boxing workout, the traditional boxing workout. And there's a reason why. Because you have to be in supreme conditioning to be a professional prize fighter.
So I finished second to last. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is what it is. It's gonna change in the future. So we get around there. I'm tired as a bitch. So then they're like, all right. So you gotta throw your gloves on, and one of y'all throw on the mitts. So I'm excited. Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. When they said we about to get on the mitts, I'm hyped. I'm watching the mitts all my life. I'm a boxing fan or whatever, right? I didn't see Floyd, but
I ain't seen Floyd. Hear him say here, seen Floyd.
About it. Bro, that shit hurt so bad. I had my second day today, Pax. Yo, when I tell you, just hit mitts, and we gotta move around. Yo, my shoulders burned to hell.
I felt he had these qualities, but more importantly, I feel that all boys growing up in the environment that he did would require help, patience, and perhaps understanding. Because I tried to make him feel, and I hope I did, that I understand this kind of life. I grew up in a tough neighborhood myself.
Look at this. I won the New England Junior Olympic Championships at 14 years old. I guess these kids are around that age, a little older, maybe like 15, 16. But I went to the regionals when I was 14 years old. Regional tournament. I didn't make it to the national year because I just didn't. But I would have murdered both of these kids. I mean, like, don't tell me fighters are better. Yeah, not better. Because I could get, back in my day, you can get a kid off the street that wasn't even going to the boxing gym with us. And you get just off the street, you didn't mop these guys up. Knew how to do a decent one left hook. Knew how to kick the hands up and throw jabs, but not running. I like to call it. All these kids do today is they run and punch. You know where that comes from? That comes from fear. It comes from fear. Run and punch. Always moving away with their head at the same time they're trying to punch. It's that stuff I can't even demonstrate with it. You see it. You see. Hold up, I'll show you. This kid's gonna do it. Let's see. Here we go.
What to say?
Watch this.
Oh yeah.
I bet you that. Look, see, running away. You see, running away and punching at the same time. That's all they do. This is across the board. All right, but here's the real reason why. If you want, because you got to realize that when I break fights down, I told someone this before. Sometimes when I break fights down or make predictions and anything like that, it's not from traditional stuff. I don't look at traditional guidelines and stuff that most people look at to see what's the outcome of a fight. I look at other things. I look at, like, is this guy tapping gloves too much? Is this guy, how much money does he got? You know, I use untraditional barometers to judge what's gonna happen in a fight, because like Holmes said, it's hard to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to run when you got on silk pajamas. You know what I mean? Money takes some of the fire off. Guys will fight their ass off when they ain't got no money and they're hungry, but you got a mansion and $5 million, and you know, sometimes the motivation slides away a little bit. So I look at factors like that, and a lot of it. Sometimes it's just I'm looking, and that's what I feel that. That's what you know what I mean?